Hi everyone, Stephanie Diaz here. Today I'm going to walk you through some yoga basics and explain the sun salutations. So Hi everyone, Stephanie Diaz here. Today I'm going to walk you through the yoga basics, including our sun salutations. We're going to break down Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. First, I'll take it slow and explain each movement, and then I will link it to breath, and we'll create a flow with it, and we'll just do a few of them, moving with our breath. The purpose of the sun salutations in a yoga sequence are to build heat. You can kind of think of it as the cardio portion of your yoga practice. It's just warming up your body for everything that comes later, for those longer holds and those deeper stretches. So when we're starting, we start at the top of our mat, and we'll break down our Surya Namaskar A first. Sun salutation, which is usually the first thing you do in a practice after child's pose, cat-cow, and that kind of warm-up. You are going to reach your hands up, then swan dive it all the way down. Here you fold heavy. If your hands reach the ground, let them touch the ground. If they're hanging heavy and you're seeing a lot of roundedness in your spine, bend your knees to ease your lower back, your hamstrings. So you fold down, hands come to your shins to lift up halfway. And I prefer to say hands to your shins here so that you can focus on length in your spine. Hands to your shins. Look forward, squeeze your shoulders together. Here, hands come down, you step it back into your plank pose, shoulders over wrists, heels press back. From your plank pose, you are going to shift forward onto your toes, get your shoulders beyond your wrists, and then your elbows will hug in tightly, and you'll lower down one line to your belly. Untuck your toes, lift up into a cobra pose, or lift up into your upward facing dog. So they're similar. Big difference is cobra pose, your thighs are down. Upward facing dog, your thighs are up. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. A good tip for your down dog is that it should be a fluid motion from plank pose. So plank pose to down dog, you shouldn't have to make any adjustments. But if you see that you come to plank pose, down dog, and then you have to either step your feet forward or step your feet back, you've gone too far. The goal is not so much to have your heels touch the mat, but to have that good alignment where you can flow plank pose, lower, open up, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step your feet to the top. Again, hands to your shins, lengthen halfway. If our hamstrings are open and our body is warm, our hands can come down to the ground, but it's that same engagement. Belly button in, long spine, squeeze your shoulders, gaze forward, fold down, reach your arms up, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Let's do that one more time with the explanations. You reach your arms up, dive it all the way down. The diving, you have two options. You can either come down like that, or you can bring your hands to heart center and down. So again, arms up, dive down, hands to your shins, lengthen your spine, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Plant your hands down, step it back into your plank pose. Shift forward onto your toes. You can always drop down to your knees. Hug your elbows in as you lower it down. Lift up into a cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step your feet to the top. Lengthen halfway, hands to your shins or hands to the ground. Fold over your legs, reach your arms up, hands come down by your sides. Let's add the breath so you can see how each movement connects. In yoga, there's a style of vinyasa. It's all about movement to breath. So inhale, breathe, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose, lower. Inhale, cobra pose or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and normally you take a few breaths into this down dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step your feet to the top. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, down by your side. Tadasana. That's your sun A. So let's do a few of those quicker. Breathe in, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose, lower it down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step your feet to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, all the way down if we add that flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose, lower. Inhale, up or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step your feet to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Reset. For our sun Bs, it's similar, but we are adding a chair pose and warrior ones to each side. So if we're coming here, if we're starting from a Tadasana, later we'll link it all together so you can see. From your Tadasana, take a breath in, you reach your hands up, then you are going to sit down into your chair pose. For your chair pose, shift your weight back into your heels. Maybe you can lift your toes up. What you want to be able to do here is see your toes the whole time. So whether you're high or low, make sure you can see your toes. You hold here, then you straighten and fold over your legs. Lengthen your spine halfway. Step it back into your plank pose. Shift forward onto your toes. Hug your elbows in, lower it down. Inhale into a cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, right foot between your hands. Your left heel comes down, left foot at an angle. Rise up into your warrior. Warrior one. Right foot forward, left foot at an angle. Pull your right hip back, press your left hip forward, and straighten out your ribs to the front. Reach up. Take a breath in, look up. Hands come down, step it back into your plank pose, lower, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, left leg comes forward, left foot between your hands, right heel drops at an angle, arms reach up. Same deal on this side. Left hip pulls back, right hip presses forward, ribs forward as you reach your hands up. Press into your right pinky toe. And then hands down. Plank pose. Vinyasa is what it's called. High to low. Open up to downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step your feet to the top. Lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low. Bring your toes to touch. Hug your ankles in towards one another. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Tadasana. All right. Let's add the breath to that so you can see how it flows. You're going to take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, sit low into your chair pose. Take one more breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step it back to your plank pose and lower. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes forward. Take an inhale to rise up into your warrior. Exhale, release your hand down, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog, left side, warrior one, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, release your hands down, high plank to low plank. Upward facing or cobra to downward facing. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step your feet to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Use your exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. So in a yoga practice, when we're linking this together, I'll show you how the sun A goes into a sun B. Again, add the breath. Stand in Tadasana at the top, your mountain pose. Root it down, breathe in. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look to your hands. Breathe out, step it forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose. Lower it down. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release it down, high plank to low plank. Upward to cobra or down dog. Left side, warrior one, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down, high plank to low plank. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. To downward facing dog, look to your hands, step your feet to the top, lengthen, fold. Chair pose, sit low, hold for that breath in, then you're going to reach up, hands to heart center, down by your sides. That's it. Surya Namaskar A to Surya Namaskar B. These are your sun salutations. Just doing that is a workout. So give it a try. If maybe you don't have enough time for a full practice, give yourself 5-10 minutes to do some sun A's and sun B's. I'm winded myself from that. So give it a try and have a great rest of your day.